Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
The question is about among the several factors for India's potential growth, savings rate is the most effective one. Do you agree? And also the question is, what are the other factors available for the growth potential? It is a 10-mark question. It was asked in 2017. First thing is, you have to know about what type of question it is. Okay, so it is a do you agree means it's your opinion like question. So it is like a opinion question. Okay, next is, you have to find the major keywords from that question among the several factors for India's potential growth. So India's potential growth. This is one of the major keyword. Next is the savings rate is the most effective one. The question itself said that savings rate is the most effective one, and they are asking that whether you are agree it or not. So it's up to you whether you can say it is yes or no. Okay, and please note that don't ever use the terms like yes or no in the answer. Your answer should convey that you are agreeing with that statement or else you are disagreeing with that statement. Your answer should say that. Okay, don't ever use these things like yes or no. Next part is, what are the other factors available for the growth potential? So first thing is, you have to know about India's potential growth. So India is growing. India's GDP rate is growing. Okay, so recently even IMF said that India's growth rate is around 7%. India is one of the fastest growing country. They tagged India like that. In that, you have to know about what is this potential growth. Consider that India's demography is in the demographic dividend, which means India have the largest younger population, and also India have the varieties of natural resources, and also India is having the major dominance over the trade route. One side it is connecting to the Suez Canal, another side it is connecting to the Pacific Ocean. So it is have the major dominance over the trade routes. So these are the things, these are the smaller things. Okay, I am not speaking everything. These are the certain things that is going to contribute for the growth of India, potential growth. But even though there are many advantages for India, we have certain issues. Like even though we are in a demographic dividend, but still we are in the issue of unskilled and unskilled laborers. Okay, so we are in the issue of unskilled laborers, and also the education system will have certain issues. So these are the things. But the question is about India's potential growth, which means there are the huge possibility for the growth of India. That is the question is saying. Okay, in that thing, one is savings rate is the most effective one. The question itself says that savings rate. Okay, so savings rate means it is the, even in introduction you can use this savings rate as a definition. So savings rate is nothing but personal disposable income. In the personal disposable income, the person is saving certain money. Okay, so that is called a savings rate. You can say like that. Try to use certain, you can simply say that the person's income, they are keeping a certain amount aside as a savings. That is a simple definition, but it is an economic question, so try to use certain economic terms. So you can say that personal disposable income. Okay, so first of all you have to know about what is disposable income. So disposable income means, consider that you are earning a money of around 50,000 per month. In that you are paying a tax or else you are paying a fee or fine for a government means, okay, so consider that you are paying a taxes, fee and fine to the government around 5,000, okay, so which means then your money, what is your money, okay, so it is a 45,000, that is your personal disposable income. In that personal disposable income you are saving certain money, okay, so that is the called as savings rate. So India have the larger potential for the growth. In that, savings rate is one of the things, because the savings is ending as like a investment. Savings is going as investments. This investments leads to the capital formation. Capital formation nothing but infra, companies, roads, dams. So by the way, it is increases the employment. Okay, so again this employment gives the salary to the person. That salary is going to be somewhat, some of the salary is going to be end up as savings. So this is the cycle. Okay, so this is the cyclical growth. By the way, India is growing, the economy is growing. Okay, so investment, that is end up as a capital, that is going to create an employment opportunity, that is going to create a salary for a person, that is leads to the savings. So by the way, there is a certain cyclical growth is happening. Okay, so savings is the most effective one. Obviously, when it comes to the data, 33% of investment is coming only from the savings. Okay, so you are saving certain money in the bank is providing it as a loan. Okay, the business person is invested in that any company or somewhere else. Okay, so by the way, it is creating a cycle. And also in India, there is a cultural phenomenon. What we used to do is, we will save certain money for the future purpose or for the emergency need. That is a cultural thing. That cultural thing is giving the huge growth potential for India. Okay, so by the way, you can say that savings rate is the most effective one. You can agree it. Okay, what I did is, I am just agreeing to this statement. Or else, if you have the disagreement, means you can say that no, without a step, you shouldn't use the term as no, but you can say that more than a savings rate, if there is a good infrastructure, and also if there is a political stability in the government, and also there is a more skilled labor in the economy, means that will lead to the foreign direct investments. So that will give the possibilities for the foreign investments. So savings rate is not the only effective one. If there is these phenomena in that economy, means then it will lead to the investment opportunities. So savings is not the better one. You can say in that sense also. You can disagree with that thing. Okay, so it's up to you. Next part is, what are the other factors available for the growth potential? Same as that. Okay, so political stability. If there is if any investor is going to invest in any country, means then there should be definitely the political stability. Without the political stability, no one is going to invest in that country. India is a democratic country. We have a system of election, parliament, constitution is there. Okay, it is more of rigid when comparing to other countries. Okay, so these are the things it is going to give a political stability. Next is the social stability. When it comes to the social stability, means like it is a peaceful country, which means not a major riots or protest. So that is also the thing. If there is a political stability and social stability, means that will lead to the growth of the country, okay, potential growth. Next is a skilled laborer. Even though India is in the demographic dividend, it may be end up as a demographic burden. You can use these terms. Demographic dividend versus demographic burden. You can these kinds of terms in the answers, okay. So lack of skilled labor is the major issue. If you have a skilled laborer, it will obviously going to contribute for the India's growth potential. So these are the other factors we are saying. Next is ease of doing business, which is nothing but whether the company is easy to start a business, whether the company is getting a license within a certain time period, okay, whether the company is able to get a electricity connection, water supply within a time frame. So whether the company is able to get a credit in an easy manner. So these are the things is about the ease of doing business. So these are the certain other factors that is going to contribute for the India's growth potential. And then use of the technologies, okay. So these are the things you can have a n number of points for these kinds of questions, but try to give certain terms like this, or else try to use certain data, so which will give you the more marks. If it is a 10 mark means, if you are going to give an extraordinary answer means, the examiner will award you around 4.5 marks. It should be extraordinary answer. The intro should be best one and the body of the answer should be the best one. You try to use any, if you used certain things like this, okay, or else this kind of any drawings, okay, afterwards, okay, there should be a good conclusion. If all the things is there means, then the examiner definitely give you 4.5 mark. That is the maximum mark the examiner may give. So these are the things you have to follow in the mains. It is a more important one, okay. So we will discuss next question, okay. Thank you.